I'm not hearing anything. Never mind. That was a very long thing.
Let's go, baby! Oh yeah, baby. Ladies and gentlemen,
You gotta wait for that slow. You gotta entice him in, Patrick.
Come on, Pat. Sitting over here.
He faded in there so slowly that I wasn't sure it was working.
Yeah, that was definitely it was a
yeah,
slow fade,
baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to here on a beautiful, cold Saturday night in Chicago. Getting the pregame going for a
Sweet home
comedian
Chicago.
that some of you might know, Bert Kreischer.
Never heard of him.
Coors Light's tasting very nice tonight, boys. How are we doing? Pat?
Oh, hot damn! DePaul wins in overtime.
Oh, there we go, boys. There we go.
That's the
Who did they
news.
defeat, Chris?
That is
Loyola.
the news the people have been waiting
Me and Peter
for.
are on our way after this to West Rogers Park to have a little
Talk with
powwow with Sister Jean.
the lady know
As
better.
Peter dances on her grave as DePaul finally wins the game.
She's not dead. Stop saying that. Stop it.
She just died because DePaul won.
Oh, you're killing me here, Chris. You're making me nervous. She's gonna be coming into our grave here.
Who did DePaul sell their soul to win that game?
They were getting.
Probably Sister Jean.
We were watching that game, Pat, and that's the game. Not that anybody gives 2 cents about DePaul, but we were watching that game. And they were getting their butts handed to them, and they were getting tattooed up and down the court. And it was nice to see a Chicago team with a fan base to come out and watch the team.
Oh yeah, not an empty seat in the place, Patrick.
Ruckus.
Not
Straight
like
ruckus.
Not like the Win Trust, where you could get whatever seat you wanted on Wednesday night. Joe Keneally.
It's like when they used to play at the Allstate Arena.
yeah.
You could sit wherever you wanted to sit. The whole thing was.
Were you just watching it on TV, Chris?
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
turned
believe the
on.
game's on TV. That
Yeah,
was
it
the
was,
shocking part of that component.
Well, they're in the Big East, and the Big East has a contract with Fox Sports. So
I thought the same thing. I didn't know this would make television.
Oh yeah, it's college. Sports, live sports, any live sports.
Joe, you got a lot of time to fill. You got
Yo,
Yeah.
and especially live sports and
Yep.
college people. Like that's why college sports make so much money. Where in Europe they make no money. Like
No
college
money.
sports, no, they don't make any money because nobody cares about college. Like even college soccer.
Don't the
nobody
pros
cares.
play like younger over there though? Like,
Do they go
the
into the
teams, yeah, they have
European leagues earlier?
That's
I think so.
Listen, we watched. This is the first time I've watched the World Cup at all. Was today
Picked
U.S.
a good game.
Oh, it was.
Pierre was pissed on the treadmill.
Man. Yeah.
I watched. It was 2-0. They scored, and I was like, oh, there we go, okay. And then I literally took a second for me to. I was like, oh, what if they tie? How I was about to ask Chris.
And they blew that one up real quick.
But no, it was maybe about another 3 minutes. But you could see when Norway went from defense to offense, they were a world-class team compared to the U.S. Domination.
I think it goes.
It was the
I think
Netherlands.
doesn't it go to penalty kicks though if it's tied, right?
Yeah, if it's after, I think it goes to like extra time, like that medical
not-
time or whatever.
Not.
And then it
not
goes-
in normal. Like not in a normal like.
No,
game,
but this
no.
one it was because it's knockout. You have to have a winner.
Yeah, so this one,
okay.
So this one would be like it would go like
You can't
120
yeah,
minutes or something.
You can't draw in this round.
Yeah,
The
and then-
last, okay, because you could in the last one.
Yeah,
yeah.
last
This
one-
one,
this
yeah,
one you
this
cannot
one would
draw.
go like extra time. This one would be like you would have your plus 2 or 4 minutes for injury time, and then you go until like I think another 30 minutes, and then if you're still tied after that, then it's penalty kicks. Or
Great.
something
I think
weird.
that's enough of the World Cup because I'm not gonna lie to you. Soccer. I was so bored watching that game today.
we need a goal button instead of this clapping button.
And there goes any fan's eardrum right there. I always think about it. So it's funny. We went from probably this, like if you ever watched like 100 to like 104, the podcast sounded so bad on YouTube. And now you go and our podcast is so loud.
So loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, if you listen, like I asked Pierre, I'm like, what the hell's the problem
Anything
with this?
changed in terms of production?
Peter, turn the
Pierre
volume up.
actually knows what he's doing for once.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what? Honestly, what it was.
okay,
You know how we
okay.
used to record straight from the camera to into the pod track. That doesn't work at all. I take this the pod track and I put it on top
and
of
lay
it.
it over
But
the
that's why
video.
you have to do the clappity clap.
Yep.
This week to get a little more inside baseball here. It's so that laptop that I have is the worst thing in the entire world. And
The one you just bought for?
no, not yet. Oh,
He
it
still
hasn't
hasn't gotten it.
okay.
And this is the issue
You
with.
can still take the Mac here if you want.
Yeah, I might have to because literally it took me till Wednesday. It takes 5 hours for it to produce the video, because you have to you send it through the system, and then they build it for you, whatever, blah blah blah. And that's usually, it used to take like 3-4 hours. Now it takes 5 to 6 hours. If one little thing messes up, you got to start all over. It is the worst thing in the entire world. So Wednesday evening was when we got the podcast out, and I was so disappointed.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's probably all based on the CPU of the computer.
Oh yeah, no. So we bought a cheap laptop to hold crypto.
And it's probably older, too.
Yes. Yep. Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah.
I'm talking about new stuff. Your boy's got a new Apple iPhone 14.
He's
that
finally got one from this century.
My
Woo!
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I felt so
That doesn't look- is that-
sophisticated.
is that new?
No, that's not it yet. No, it doesn't have the outer box for it yet, but he
Last
does have it.
Last night, guys.
He's
Last night.
not chancing it.
Oh no, I don't have the outer box. There's no way.
Yeah.
I felt it in my hands, and I was like, I'm so scared to hold this thing. I feel like
So it works. They both of them work at the same time still.
no,
No, he just doesn't. He
I
still
didn't
has
even-
it in the box.
I haven't even done anything with it because I took it out to look at it. It's beautiful, feels great, but
He's finally thrilled to have a phone from this century.
yeah.
I think I have the oldest phone in the group now.
At 11,
At 11, yeah.
damn, Pat, get hey, how'd you step
Get
up,
some
buddy?
upgrades, bro.
Spend a little money.
Is the 14 the newest one, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yep, I know, Joe.
Now, did you what in terms of memory options?
Oh, all of them. I got all of them.
You got all the memory.
I
got-
took Steve Jobs out of the grave and I said, "You give me a little extra. I need more."
Peter's not going to be buying
so
a new
just
phone
the
for the next
highest
20
top
years.
tier phone.
Oh yeah, there's
God.
I'll never
Pierre's like,
do
I
my
want
phone.
Snapchat, I want Uber,
want iPhone.
I want Signal. You'll get nothing and like it.
I want Twitter. I want everything. Everything.
So we should put a bet right now. How long is Peter going to have this phone for?
Until at least 2030.
7
sure.
years. Yeah.
That's what, 8 years?
You got an iPhone. Well, the iPhone
Yeah.
6 came out when?
It was not.
You have the 5 or the 5 or the 6, Peter.
You know what? I had to get it. Was the last time we went to? No, it
I think
was.
he had the 6.
It was you, me, Katrina, and Joe went to Las Vegas. Is when I got that phone.
That feels like 2014-ish.
Yeah.
Let me see what the iPhone
God, that
is.
was a long time ago.
Doesn't it feel like a long time?
The iPhone 6 was released in 2014, which means that it is
It's 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2030 will be another.
that's- yeah,
that's
I'm-
us.
For all those people out there who
I'm
go,
gonna go-
I
I'm
gotta
gonna go-
get a new phone every year.
You
I gotta get
don't.
Look at that.
I'm going to
Man's
go. I'm
crushing
going to
it.
go to the 2031.
You're going to go over. Nice.
And then if I could, if
He's got
if
the
I,
extra memory now, Chris. He can
He
last a little
does.
longer.
That's the thing. The memory.
No,
He's
what's
got
going to happen
so
is
much.
his phone's going to have he's going to have the same issue as he did last time. He's going to have emails. He's going to have text messages. He's going to have to start deleting those, and then it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to start deleting more. and
What
more.
was the memory on your last phone?
16. You know how much I got now?
16?
256.
16?
256.
I was fighting Joe every day.
Oh my
I was
God.
fighting. Dude, I got down to like 3 apps.
He opened Google Maps and he zoomed out real quick before it froze because it just
He didn't have
couldn't
Google
load.
Maps.
It just couldn't load.
Joe, you couldn't get Google Maps on that phone.
Oh my God. Wow.
It's too big of an app nowadays. Yeah, you couldn't do that.
Woof.
I went for it all on this one, literally.
You got 256, I'm guessing?
No, I went to 352, baby.
There it is.
He's got the big number.
done. Nicely done.
But if I would have gotten 16, if I would have gotten the 32 on this, I probably still could. Because the only other thing on this, I swear to God, Apple, we've talked about this, but Apple has literally done a software update that says, no, you can have one charger that works for your phone, and that's it. I have 900 chargers at home now that all that don't work because, of course, the iPhone 14 has to have a new charger.
Oh, Peter's got to spend the big bucks now to get new chargers.
So,
Oh, you got the USB-C one?
yeah. So,
What's nice is you can use it for everything.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But so so I only had one charger, 2 chargers, one at the office, one at home. So if I wasn't at the office or at home and my phone died, that's well.
Yup.
Good times, ladies and
Man,
gentlemen. Let's
Right
go.
on, terrific.
Woo! All right, you guys seem like you need a little pick me up, and I got a beautiful drink here, but I gotta go get some ice. I gotta go get some ice. So give me a second. Why don't you guys, talk amongst each other? Pat Lynch, say maybe more than 2 words.
If we were in a horror movie, who would be the first one to be killed off?
I would go Joe.
I'm going to go with Pat Lynch because I think it's Pat Lynch.
I'd be the person killing people.
No, I think it would be me, Peter,
I can
Joe
see
would
that.
kill you first or sacrifice you first.
Can
so
I
we can get
throw
away.
this in here real quick? Me and Lauren we were talking yesterday at dinner, and that came up because we were. She sent me a Instagram thing about Dateline, how the person who always dies is the person who lights up the room. And Lauren's like, I'm done. I'm not going to be the person who lights up the room anymore. And then we both look at each other like, seriously, in our group, who could potentially kill their spouse?
Pat Lynch.
And then we all want Pat Lynch.
killed by their spouse.
Yes. Either way, we flipped it too.
Yeah, it's either way. Yeah, it's either way.
So nice of you guys.
I mean, we've been in some pretty harrowing situations. I recently told Sarah the story about the guy with the knife when we were walking to Lottie's.
Lottie's, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we were going from Enjoy. We took the walk from Enjoy to Lottie's, wasn't it?
We were at we weren't at Enjoy. I think we were at.
Was I there for this?
I believe you were. It was either me and you, Pat.
We had a big group. It was me,
There was
you,
there was the Bennett,
Peter,
the Bennett
John,
twins,
his lady,
Nolan, yeah,
Nolan.
his brother Peter. I'm not sure if you were there, Pat, but we were coming from what's that bar over there? The one with the patio.
Jack.
Jack and Ginger. Yeah, we were walking.
Oh,
from
we were
there.
walking from Jack and Ginger's. Okay.
Yeah. And I think what is it? I think it was me and you, Joe, that were like it was either me and Pat or you and me, Joe, that were way ahead of everybody, and we were just like, we're not dealing with this crap.
I just remember like getting.
Saw the guy.
Yeah.
Walking past. He was at the bus stop.
Yep.
Yeah, and John started talking to him, and he got like,
Got probably a little too mouthy.
Yeah.
Like in a way that John does, where you're like, I can't tell if he's being friendly or insulting me, and this guy definitely took it as a, oh, you want to play? I'll play, and so
That
he
was not
started
there for us, for
following
sure.
us, and then I remember, was it John's girlfriend at the time was starting to talk to him too, and it was like, just stop saying words to this gentleman, ignore him, and he will go away. And then at some point, he just like, somebody said something to him in a playful, dickish way, and he's like, you guys want to see my knife? And that was it. We were off, and they kept walking with him, but I just remember, I can't remember if it was Chris or Peter, but I remember one of us was all the way, somebody was all the way in the front, and I was walking with the other McGraw, and we were kind of in the street at this point. We weren't even on the sidewalk.
yeah,
next to this
that
guy
was me
anymore.
and you, Joe.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Peter was the one
That
who
was
was
way
up
up
in
front,
front then,
yeah.
because, and we were still like 20 feet away from this dude. Like, just, he had no interest in us because we had not, it's like animals in the wild. As long as you don't move and attract attention, he's not going to see you. And that is exactly what happened, because Peter went right up. As soon as we got to the bar, he jumped up in front and talked to the bouncer, said, hey, this guy's got a knife, this whole thing. And the situation got settled. The police came. We got inside. Security took him. He didn't get violent. You know, he just...
Yeah, no.
but the police arrested him and took him on his way.
Yeah, I was not part of this.
Yeah, I don't think you were.
It's a shame. It's
I
a
think
great
you ended up
story.
showing up later, though, Pat.
It's possible.
For that night.
All right, boys.
Yeah, very
The
possible.
smell is terrible from here.
Still think that Pat Lynch would be the first one to be killed because we would sacrifice him.
All right. So this is the drink.
The
and it's
drink.
not yet.
Can I
though.
pass this out?
Wait, but let me get.
I want to
okay.
pass.
I gotta get this special ingredient.
Oh, there's more.
No, I already know what the special ingredient is.
Oh, can't forget.
Is it?
Okay.
A little red wine.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, that's how you measure, Pat.
Oh, terrific.
Hey, keep talking, ladies.
No, nobody.
I recently.
I can.
Go with Chris. Besides Chris.
Oh, you spilt a little on your keyboard.
Good.
Hope it fries it.
I will say I had a shot.
Why don't you pour a little
recently
bit on that iPhone?
Yeah.
When I was in Vegas for work.
Put it on
That's what I
Twitter.
said.
They were doing like a thing, and by all the vendors and stuff at night for dinner, and they made a drink with it was like pineapple, red wine, and vodka shots. And so
What?
yeah, it was actually really good. It hit in such a weird way because the wine brings this, like, especially if it's a deep red.
What is the
which
purpose of the spoon and the wine? Sorry to cut you off.
It prevents it from breaking the surface.
Oh,
Much
okay.
like Irish coffee and heavy whipping cream, it keeps it at the top.
What if I don't want it at the top of my drink?
There's probably a reason why it is. I'm assuming if like structurally the drink, I don't know if this is sweeter, but if it is,
I don't think it is, Joe, to be honest with you.
no. Okay.
Knowing the name of the drink, I don't think it is.
There's a lot of what do they call it? Simple syrup in there. There's a lot of simple syrup in here, so it'll be
A lot of simple. Okay, so yeah, so I'm guessing it's gonna take the bite off the sweetness, the red wine, and sort of kind of play against each other as one does.
Really excited for it? Pat's face. That'll be the tweet out because you can see Pat's already very pissed off. He's got it in.
He's just looking at this and he's like, do not cuss, do not cuss. What is the yeah?
No, you got 20 seconds.
I don't know. I can speak for the next 20 seconds.
Well, he's gonna have a sip of this drink and then we'll really see. Oh man, I am excited for this. Thank you, Peter.
You guys are more than look at how beautiful
What is the wine you went with? 19 Crimes.
Whatever Lauren had her.
Interesting.
This is trash.
Pat, I even gave you the smallest one.
I can't wait till this table's completely stained with red wine.
Red wine.
Alrighty, here we
Whoa,
are,
why did I smell
folks.
How can you not smell it
Dun,
from here?
dun, 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 dun.
What is this, anyways?
They call it
Oh, it tastes like trash.
a New York sour.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay.
You know, I didn't know that a whiskey sour had lime in it. Actually, or lime. So the recipe I got was 2 ounce whiskey.
What whiskey did you use?
The Wilderness Trail. It was the first one there, and it was full, so I figured might as well use some of this.
There are a lot of full bottles up there.
Yeah, there really are, Pat. There really are a lot of full bottles up there. But so 2 ounces whiskey, 1 ounce simple syrup, and 1 ounce lemon, and then a half an ounce of the red wine poured over top a spoon to give that cool.
Honestly, I think I like it more without the wine.
This is good.
I'm not. No.
Very nice. Okay, and,
Take this back and give me a whiskey.
I actually don't. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't like the
Yeah.
wine. I don't like the wine in it, to be honest.
I don't like the.
That's
whole
fair.
entire
Yeah, I mean, I
sourness.
figured you guys wouldn't like it, but thank you for trying it.
Take the wine out of there, and it's not that bad.
Well, whiskey sour. Have you ever had a whiskey sour?
Look at it. You can scoop it out, Pat, because you can see where it's at.
I got a straw, so I'm going to take the bottom.
You can pretend this is the Gulf Coast, and that's oil.
Get
You're
it.
BP. Clean it up, bitch.
Nice.
Can I get some
Nice.
Dawn? Dawn out here is good.
yeah. Throw a little Dawn in there and then drink it up. That'll be.
No, but and I literally immediately copied this off. I watched We Might Be Drunk with Sam Morril and Mark Norman, and they had Fortune. I forget. I think it's Fester, but I don't think
Fortune
it's
Femster.
Femster, yeah.
Or Feemster.
Feemster. No,
Whatever,
it is
whatever
probably
floats your boat.
And it was a great podcast, and the guys hated it, and I was like, they're like, can we just get whiskey sours? And
Oh, so they had the same complaint that Pat had.
you know what? And you know what? As much as they did, but they, like Pat, gave it a shot. So, but immediately told the pregnant bartender that if they served that again, she would have to find a new job.
Hey, look, I was the guy when I saw this. I wasn't sure what liquors. I thought it was like a peach, some kind of peach cocktail.
Yeah.
I was
Holy
really
shit! Did Chris just like slam it so that he could
Chris
just
the
be done
man.
with it?
That man's
Wow.
not gonna be seeing tomorrow morning.
I will be seeing tomorrow morning.
Chris,
We're
Because
gonna
that's
go.
the last drink I'm
Just
having.
remember when you piss blood tomorrow? That's the wine, not anything else.
Oh my God! Piss blood.
Is that
What
damn,
terrible
it
things
gets,
are going to happen to him?
It gets. I feel like it's gotten better as I'm maybe I'm getting drunk, but it feels like it's gotten better. No.
Do you think
How much
it's?
have you- how much
And
have
I
you
don't
eaten today,
mean
Peter?
this in a funny way, but do you think it's the red wine coming out of it, like drinking through the red wine, and now you're just getting to something you're a little more familiar with?
I
the
actually
whiskey
don't mind
sour
the red
part?
wine in it. I really didn't mind it at all. I don't. I think it adds to the drink if anything.
I honestly enjoyed it. I've started to drink wine, so I
Okay.
am a little.
Well, then you can take this home with you, and you can have a glass with Sarah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a nice $19 bottle of wine.
Oh,
for
you guys want to hear a great story about Sarah getting absolutely shit-faced wasted last night?
Oh,
I
nice.
would love that. And then I have a story. I've been told by a little bird that we got to ask Pat about a story.
Okay. So
Talk
I
to
actually have a
Katrina.
follow-up question from last weekend, but
So you don't
La-
Katrina alone by yourself.
last night Sarah's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go."
I'm going to grab one more thing while
yeah.
you tell the
I'll
story.
start
Buddy. Yep.
So Sarah at work, they're trying to boost morale and keep everybody, get people happy and cheery to not hate
Why
work.
don't you let people know where Sarah works? Not the other place. What time?
Oh, she's a teacher at a high school,
a Catholic high school.
Catholic high school.
Cool.
Yep. And so they're trying to like boost morale as one does
They're
because
trying to pump it up, Joe.
yes, exactly. And so they got like a happy hour last night. And
Very nice.
Sarah, I guess she said she only drank 4 Chardonnay, but
4 Chardonnay.
Were they large Chardonnays?
couldn't tell you the size, wasn't there. But I'll tell you what, Pat, when I picked her up and I got to see her in person, man, she was, I think, yeah, beyond toasted. There was a lot of repetition last night with the word. I honestly think she was a bit,
like a Pat Lynch?
not quite gibberish. She was coherent.
Was it like Peter McGraw who tells you the same story like 6 times over?
Do I really? No,
Yeah.
is that me? Am I that drunk guy?
Yeah.
You got the Pat Lynch in you a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. What,
Yeah.
what
you like
story? Wait,
what-
I need to know.
Whatever
this.
story, whatever story is like prevalent in the group, you will love to tell it like
Okay,
3 or 4
that's fair.
times.
Can you call me out on the next time? Because I swear to you,
I do all the time, and you tell me to shut the hell up.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
you-
give me some of that
You
next
did tell-
time.
you
Seriously,
did tell him to shut up. Yeah, I remember that.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so out of it last week. It was so bad.
You wanted to fight. You wanted to fight some guy also.
Also, and I wanted to fight Chris. That's not a good move.
Yeah, but you wanted to fight the other guy more.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you wanted to fight Chris?
This is
Chris-
This is a story we have to hear.
no, it was bad.
No, it was dumb. We'll tell you off the thing, Joe. It's not a good podcast. So yeah.
This is what last weekend's drinking was one of the ones where you wake up Wednesday and you're still like, you're a real piece of shit. You're really absolutely a piece of shit. And thank God I have good friends who know that I'm a piece of shit and still come back.
That's how I felt in Austin that one night. I was like, yep.
We all have a night where okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we went to one of my favorite bars in the city. It's called Bub City. Live music.
Downtown.
We
Yeah, Joe, you should I know that you were jet lagged, but you would have had a good time that night. Yeah.
I fell asleep at 9 o'clock that night.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
every bit of me, Sarah fell asleep, and I was like, hey, wake up, go to bed. And I was like, you know what, God? I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out. Then my dog was laying there, and I started like talking to my dog. And all of a sudden, I was asleep, and 3 hours had gone by.
And all of a sudden, the dog started.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, the dog started talking back to Joe, and Joe's like, I think I need to go to bed. Yeah.
So
no, we technically started the night at your favorite burger spot.
So what we had a really good pregame.
I'm just messing
Check
with
out
Coolest Corner.
112, and we had a really good time here. And so we had 3 pretty high alcohol Samuel Adams. Mm-hmm. We go to Kuma's Corner, which is a great burger place in the city in Fulton Market. None of us finished our food.
I was going to ask you if it was the one on.
No, the Fulton Market. None of us finished our food.
Give you like half a plate of fries.
Yes. No, I'm not. Yes.
I mean, that salad that they gave me and Mike was outrageous.
I always get. I don't get a bun there because the burgers like.
Yeah.
There's no point in getting the bun because it just like soaks through it immediately and it's like, well,
Pierre learned his lesson about getting the chili.
Don't ever get the chili.
Toast the bun, bro. Toast the bun, guys.
Chili immediately. I was in the washroom 2 seconds later, but that's another day, another story.
Here nor there.
So we get to we had a nice dinner for, was it Mike's birthday for this one or no?
This is Bossel's birthday.
No, I think it was just hanging out.
We were just hanging out with Mike.
Yeah.
So the week before that we did Mike's birthday. It's Rental.
Okay.
So then we go to Bub City.
I've seen Mike Boss so many times. It's hard to keep track these days.
Well, listen, I mean 3 times in a week.
He's going tonight.
Crazy.
He's going tonight.
Yeah, but he's not. He's out on us.
That's fine. He can't do 3 weeks.
He can't.
Too
much.
Brian left the state to get away from us.
That's right. Yeah, Brian's
in Orlando.
Did he send a Snapchat to everyone there?
Yes, that white hat. Yeah.
It looked like a place in Vegas, like a pool bar in Vegas.
They're having a good time.
Like.
No.
Yeah.
I gave him some shit about T-Box next week. He's like, I'm going to pre-order my tombstone for it right now. I was like, hopefully.
That's another story we'll get into because we got to talk about it because we have a good group coming up I think on this. So let's get into that in a second. But so just to give Joe a little, so we go to Bub City. I walk in, my stomach wasn't feeling great, so I'm like, you know what? Why don't I start with a Tito's and Sprite? Pro move when you're not feeling that great.
Not a pro move.
Oh yeah.
Not when you're starting at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. The lady also, we had a little bit of a conversation. Felt like she might have little.
She was trying to take advantage of Peter.
She didn't want to talk to Peter anymore, so she's the biggest bartender. It's like, all right, it's up this guy up real fast.
And so then I had one of those. Me and Pat had one, and we're having a good time.
It was a strong pour.
It was a strong pour. And then we have a couple beers.
But I didn't have like 6 more.
Then we had another one because Brian came and Brian wanted one, so I had one with Brian. So too stiff.
Can I just say I saw that Snapchat and it broke my heart because I was like, oh, everyone was out that night.
I didn't realize Mike Basso loved John Denver's Country Road as he told me. He told me about it, and then they played it, and then he sang me every single word.
Mike Basso.
If only I could be that lucky, Pat.
I'm not gonna lie. If there was like a musical trivia night, the 2 people I would definitely bring with me are Pat and Mike because they are the 2 that know most about music.
Oh yeah.
Out of anybody that I know.
Sidebar, please. We were at Gunthry's in Chicago, which is a fun board game bar.
And Mike Basso just appeared out of nowhere.
No, there was a 90s trivia. And Lauren's like, oh, we'd be so good at this. I'm like, Lauren, I would suck. I don't know any trivia. I would be the worst. Unless it's like football or like, basketball or something. I'm
telling you, we missed our chance at one time where they had the wrestling one. We could have cleaned up.
A good one.
So we had a really good time in Bub City. I was pretty trashed. We decided to go to Lottie's.
Yep.
Get into Lottie's.
Oh, it makes me so sad.
And then, so Joe, before we were friends, I used to be the idiot that would get to a limit, and then it was either Cliff or done. And the Cliff was get a bottle of, I would make Chris go with me to Jewel, and we get a bottle of Smirnoff. And then I would bring the bottle around and do shots on everybody. And I would always black out. It was so stupid.
Yep.
We got to Lottie's, and we're having a great time. The dancing, moving around, having a great time. And I was like, I want a shot. I wanted to go the extra edge.
This makes me so sad that
Dude,
I
it
missed
was
this level of Peter.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I do a full glass of Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did a shot. You did a shot of Fireball.
Oh, not Jaeger bomb. No.
Yeah.
No. Pierre got a Jaeger bomb for himself. He was toying with Mike.
I know I did not do a Jaeger bomb. I know that.
Joe, lights went out like that. Next thing I know, I'm going to the washroom. Some guy's talking to Lauren. That's immediate. That's
Pierre's
stupid because I'm not a jealous guy, but immediately it was like, all right. And also it was kind of like fun. Like the kid's like 22 years old. I could totally talk shit, probably get knocked out, but it would have been fun.
He was a big boy.
He was a big guy.
You didn't pick a small guy.
No, I did not. Definitely not. But also, I wasn't talking to him. It was more mentally in my head, like I'll beat you up. Rah, rah, rah. But then we're leaving, and Lauren wanted to take her own Uber, and it got weird. And then I just was too drunk and was an idiot, and had to apologize a lot the next day. But it happens. You get too drunk.
I didn't get an apology, but.
Yeah, because you don't ever deserve one, mother. Well, but on that note,
Where's the boo button? Where's the boo button? Oh, that's the clap button.
Thank you. So it was embarrassing. It sucked. You know what the crime was though? You know what the punishment for was, Joe? The worst hangover I've had in 6 months. I was so hungover on Sunday. I'll never. I won't.
Really?
Oh my God! I woke up at 10 o'clock. Lauren's like, "Hey, I'm leaving." I couldn't even say goodbye. I was just like, "Please leave." I laid in bed till 1 o'clock. Got up, went and worked out with Chris. We did these detox shots. Felt good for about a good 30 seconds. Went into Pat's, got all the podcast stuff. Walked outside.
So you didn't look too bad. You held it together pretty good. You got here.
Okay.
And then as soon as I got outside, I was like, I want to die.
Sidebar.
Can I, Your Honor? Sidebar. Your Honor, sidebar. Okay.
These detox shots, I have seen. You've been doing them for a long time.
Yep.
I've had some. I've had them inconsistently, so I can't really talk to or against them.
Yep.
But you guys have had them often for
I've
years.
Never had one.
Yeah, because you're not cool enough.
You've had a couple in Vegas, Pat, but that's okay.
Cool.
What? I mean, do they really make it? Because now I'm starting to see them on Instagram and like online, and they're getting blown up. And some people are like,
you know how the ones that's gonna work is There's one that it absolutely tastes like you're gonna.
The ones that taste like absolute like garbage that you would never want to do again in your life.
Oh, like the water boy.
Those are the ones that work. Yeah.
Somebody brought one to work, and it was a ginger one, and I was like, "This is the same one that I've had with Peter." Yeah. And they're like, "I can't do it. I can't do it."
It's
I was like,
tough.
It's just a shot.
Yeah.
Just go. Just commit.
Absolutely.
There's one that tastes like. There's one. Honestly, it tastes like the spiciest. Pepperoni you'll ever eaten in your entire life. That one legitimately works really well.
I had a pizza in Dublin that had so much. It was a thick cut pepperoni that was like chopped up. Along a way.
Did the guy come to your door and be like, "I have a sausage pizza for you"?
It was just not good. It was just not good.
I got a short Irish sausage for you.
Fantastic, but the rest of it was awful.
Yeah, Chris is definitely feeling that.
I'm feeling the whole entire energy drink, and I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna try.
That was not my jam right there. I think
you
needed to try a different.
Katrina and I went to dinner last night, and I had
different whiskey.
We had
on
like
that
2
one.
beers, and then I had an old fashioned, and I was lit up by that point.
I'm going to try and coast this wave through the entire night and just end up at the hang up by myself tonight.
I love it. I love it.
Boy, I'm not going with you on that one.
You know what I love about Chris? He knows he's so smart. I thought the same thing. Like, it's a good drink. As soon as I poured the Wilderness Trail and it was just sitting in the shaker and I smelt it, I'm like, oh no, this is the wrong whiskey.
It is the wrong whiskey.
I went just because it was there.
You choose a
rye?
And
I should have gotten
the rye one.
No, I want bourbon.
Okay.
I think
did the recipe call for a rye?
No, call for bourbon.
Rye or bourbon? It was not the right bourbon.
It wasn't a bad drink. I'm not a big sour guy, and
if I'm gonna mix stuff with whiskey, usually I go with the Four Roses, the good whiskey mixer.
No, 100%.
The Wilderness Trail just doesn't work, and I don't think works with the drink.
It was not. You're right. Absolutely, 100% on that one. But real quick, go ahead, Joe.
Sorry, just a sidebar again. One more time.
Wait, Your Honor.
Sidebar.
To a previous thing, talking about T-Box. So when and then even relates to the story previous to that, talking to Sarah last night, she's talking with her friend, and I'm picking him up and what else.
We have extra tickets.
I have a wedding at the end of that night.
Oh, yes, I
Yes,
did.
you did tell us
Yes,
that.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
But
Joe's not going.
some
no
words
more.
were said by Sarah that makes her think that I probably won't be there. And
Uh-oh.
well, who am I to listen?
Who are you not to disappoint?
She spoke. She spoke to prophecy. If I don't fulfill it, cataclysmic events will happen.
It's just insane.
Cataclysmic. All I'm hearing right now is Joe's making it all night at T-Box.
Oh man.
All night long.
Last year was a bummer.
Oh.
I took all the COVID tests.
We can't talk
All
about that.
the
We
COVID
can't because you know what? It wasn't. You know what? It even wasn't that great of a T-box. But of course, because it was COVID related. But it was one of those ones where you wanted it to. We went for dinner
You
with Lauren.
wanted
You wanted
Joe Keneally there. You needed Joe Keneally there.
Joe Keneally there.
He tried every which way but loose, and he still couldn't get
We
it.
lost Mark. It was Brian, Chris, and Lauren. Lauren
And Lauren was only there for a hot minute.
Yeah, and she got COVID.
Again.
Yeah, but
That was
and this is one of those nights where you get because the year before the time before we went to T-Box, Chris, everybody was done. You fell asleep at dinner.
Lost my phone.
No, that was 2 times ago before that.
No, but I don't think we could have done it. In
No,
2020.
we did one with Hamilton the before the pandemic, and that was 18. And 19 we did we did another one there. Yeah.
I thought that was the one where we did rally at the
No,
end.
18 was the one where Joe passed out.
No, 19 was the one. No, 19 was the one where you and Joe went home, and me, Brian. And
There was
Peter
one. There was
went
one
home.
after that too, though.
No, because
I think that was last year. Because I think
That-
1 year
yeah,
I
got
didn't go
skipped.
last year. That was, I'd
yeah,
COVID
no,
last
you've
year.
missed the
Yeah.
You met 2020. We didn't do anything in.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah. Whatever.
I thought there was one with Brian after that.
Not that, yeah. So whatever. But and we were hoping to recreate that situation. We went
the
8.
magic.
The
Chasing
magic.
that
Sometimes you don't
That
get the
dream.
magic.
No. We got screwed.
We got
in the
really
magic.
bad food. Yeah, we got really bad
The
food.
food wasn't great. 2, we went to Lottie's and asked for vodka Sprites. All of us, even the big guy here who does not like vodka Sprites. No,
No,
we ate
no.
at. We went to Kincaid's to watch the UFC fights.
Terrible
They didn't
food.
have it.
This is the one I did not make.
Yes, that was last year. We ate. Food wasn't that great. Went to Lottie's and we all ordered.
I
'cause
still
we were
remember the
feeling it.
Snapchats from Lottie's, and it looked amazing.
The only
in
thing I
moment.
remember from Lottie's, besides the horrible drink that we got that literally sunk the rest of the night for all of us,
ended
was
the
some
ship.
girl stuck her finger in my mouth.
I forgot about
That's not where I thought the story was going.
Yo,
That was not cool.
that's a hard
This
laugh.
is when we're so germaphobes. Chris is like, oh my God.
Oh my God! Somebody give me a straight 4 vodka shots straight now. No mixers.
Chris would allowed to go. Chris would allowed to go back door. on that one.
Malort shot, baby.
4 weeks into the COVID quarantine, like
I was
in
literally
March.
I just got out of the COVID
Well,
quarantine.
this is like the beginning of April, where they're like, you got to stay like 16 feet apart. People are crossing
Yes,
streets.
yeah.
Some homeless lady came up and ran up to me and Sarah and hugged us on the sidewalk.
we called. God.
We didn't call 911, but we called her sister, who's a nurse and now a doctor
Are we
nurse.
gonna die?
And we were just like, hey, do we have COVID? Like, is this it? Is this the
my
end?
God.
And she just laughed in our faces. She laughed in our faces and hung up. And I go, I guess.
Why have I
I
never
guess
heard
not.
this
I guess
story?
not.
I go, maybe we have COVID, maybe we don't. Who knows? We're gonna ride this wave. We didn't get COVID at that point, but yeah, it reminds you of the same thing.
Oh God!
The panic you must have been.
I was like, what? But like, she was also like talking to some
It's
dude.
like the aliens
and the dude was like,
in the scary movie where they're like, we pee from our fingers.
the dude was like,
put their finger in their
I'm
mouth.
telling you, like she was with some dude, and this dude was like jacked out of his mind. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell she's thinking. I don't know why. What? Help! Someone call the Red Power Ranger. Help!
She wanted that tag team. She wanted the bear.
No, she was not
And the
getting that
buff.
one.
She wanted to be the spit roast.
The bear and the otter.
Oh, brother. God, I can't breathe.
That'd have been the smallest spit
All right.
roast in her life.
Just saying. It's not the size that counts. Chris.
They're slipping on one side. It just keeps.
That was probably the best ever.
That
Dun, dun, dun.
was.
Shh. Okay. I've been trying to rectify a shot that I owe for the last 15 minutes.
Can we also get the little birdie story that you heard too?
Oh yeah, well, in a second.
I just wanted to put that back on the agenda.
Because I'm a man. When I come to this podcast and I do a bet.
Yeah, and you lost that bet because Green Bay sucks.
Hey, how can I tell a story real quick?
No, you're trying to elongate.
you are not
something.
allowed to.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
What is the reason you have that
Thanks, Joe.
fireball in your hand?
Chris is never
Because
allowed
Green
to.
Bay sucks.
Oh, is that it, Chris? Is that it, Chris?
Ask me again.
Oh, that's the reason.
So some people in
I
this
didn't realize this was
Trying
your
to
podcast.
Joe get angry at somebody else.
some people on this podcast when they bet a shot, they take that shot. Others who We won't name Patrick. Don't take their shots. And I owe Joe a shot because Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers couldn't
muster up another 7 points or 8 points for you.
That would have made that last week for you and me, Chris. That would have made our week right there. But we're not gonna complain about it.
We won't get into it.
And my boy, Joe, are you looking for a shot, bud? Yeah. Right behind you.
There might be cold one in there though, Joe.
No, there isn't.
Couldn't find any.
I'll try to look.
I looked in the bucket. Yeah, I looked in the bucket. Oh, there's nothing you want in that bucket. There ain't nothing in that bucket you want.
No,
not a thing.
I think Chris
not a goddamn thing.
What's probably left in there? Because they think they're just like Jack. The Jack. Is it the Jack Honey?
The Jack Honey, I think like 1,000% proof in there. Or the other one, the yellow tequila.
Oh God,
whatever that is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna suck.
Okay, so as me, Joe,
take the yellow tequila out.
My good friend here is gonna. He's a man among boys over here. He's gonna take a shot with me. Pat,
no man left behind.
I heard a little story today when I was making these beautiful drinks for you.
Some story, huh?
And Pat last night had a hell of a night because I saw it all on Katrina's Instagram.
Wasn't on my stories.
And well, thanks for you.
Are you on the Instagrams?
Here, cheers, Joe. And Pat went to a comedy show last night.
I did.
And got front row, baby, ladies and gentlemen. Spending the money. Spending the money.
The ticket was $18. That's where they put us.
Yeah.
What was the show? Where was it at?
It was Bill Burr's opener. Give us a little bit of it.
You know what? Yeah. We'll take these shots and Pat.
And you tell us a beautiful story of the comedian talking to you.
Yeah. So Katrina wanted to see. You guys remember the guy that opened for Bill Burr, the Nate whatever? He said he was playing Lincoln Lodge like the next month or whatever.
God, real fireball sucks. Sorry, Pat.
So yes. So that's the guy we went to see last night. He was at the Lincoln Lodge, which is basically right across the street and down the block from the Ramen Wasabi.
So by the Concord or the other direction?
It was right across the street from the Concord.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little. There's like 3 little theaters in there, and so like it was like $18 a ticket, so not bad.
Not bad at all.
So
especially with inflation.
I wanted to go to this. I forgot about it.
So it's kind of a cool. It's kind of an interesting thing. Like the stage is kind of like let's say this is the stage. Like literally, it's like a stage, and then there's like a table. Like if this is the stage, like this is where the table's at. Like right here. Like literally on top of it. So like that microphone is where the guy's at to me.
Yep.
Or the camera, I should say. So it's very intimate. Very intimate. There was
nice.
There's a guy that's next to me.
Get to the story.
I'm not sure what part you're talking about exactly.
There was an interaction between the comedian
so we had
and Pat.
So we had a couple people go, and then the main guy was the guy open for Bill Burr, and he's going through his set, and he's like midway through, and he looks at me, Katrina, and he's like, "Oh, you guys married?"
Oh yes! What a question!
And what did you say?
And I said, "No, we're not married." He's like, "Oh, how long have you guys been together?"
Oh yes!
And I answered honestly. I answered in 9 years. And he goes,
"Give that guy a round of applause."
And he goes, "Oh shit." He's like most comedians would hear that, see that landmine, and just walk away. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Baby.
And so he's like, usually there's a bad cop and a good cop in the relationship, and who's the bad cop? And I'm like, it's me. And he's like, that doesn't surprise me looking at you guys.
No! Jesus fucking Christ!
That was
why do we not have this on tape?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
And so he's like, so you get a ring. What do you save it up for? What are you doing? He's like, I'm like, well, my transmission was on my car, so this one now. He's like, transmission, now, so that's like code for gambling. And I'm like, well, Ohio State really did fuck me last week. And that got him laughing. That made him
awesome.
that got him laughing.
There you go, Pat. Get it back, baby.
That's like I'm winning him back.
But no, but then after the he went the rest of the set. It was funny because after the show, he was like wearing these in the hallway, and I had a quick chat with him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Wait, you had a chat with him? Was this on happenstance, or was this like a meet
had a
and greet
chat
afterwards?
with him. He found the guy in the hallway and had a little chat.
Yeah, it's like, listen,
it's like their green room is like to next to the theater, and so like Katrina went to the bathroom, and I was like waiting there, and the guy came out. He's like, hey, thanks for coming out. We should be good at sport. Like, yeah, no problem. We saw you open for Bill Burr, and we thought you were funny, so we came. He's like, I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
It's like, let me get your number. I'd love for you to spend 9 years with me.
Hey, text me when you get home just to make sure you made it home safe.
Do you want to come with us?
Do I have to check in on you on like a month or 2 from now? I don't want to be on the 60
he did some
special.
of the stuff. He did some of the stuff he did on at Bill Burr's thing, obviously, but it wasn't. But he, it was a longer set for him, so he had more stuff too. It was good.
So he was the main headliner, or was
he was the main headliner of the guy? Yeah, the night. Yeah.
So was he playing for like an hour?
He went for like probably about 30 to 45.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just gonna say, Katrina had said that there was another comedian that she really liked. There was a guy from Inglewood.
Yeah, he was pretty good. The guy before was a black guy. And he was pretty. Like the guy before them kind of bombed a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the guy the host was fine. He had a few jokes. Like the guy next to me was like blasted out of his mind, and like they were kind of going back and forth. Like this guy's like, this motherfucker is high as shit next to you. I'm like, yeah, he is. And then like, there was a guy that there was four people total, and then the second guy kind of bombed. The third guy was like, Black Guy from Inglewood, and he was pretty funny actually. He had some good lines, and then the headliner was pretty good too.
Yeah,
for $18, it wasn't bad at all.
That's awesome. I went one time to Chris. What's the place on Broadway? It's
a Laugh
just
Factory.
Laugh Factory.
So this is like way more intimate than that. Even like you're like on the guy. Like basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And this guy came out. He hit a home run with a Michael Jordan joke, and I no joke after that couldn't put a sentence together. Could not put a sentence together. They had to come up and grab him off, like not like mean, but they came up like like the host kept like kind of like and like geared him off, and I was like, holy crap! I've never seen a bomb before, but he could not put a sentence together after like he'd hit it, and kind of like that. I think the big cheer kind of got him like oh, what do I do?
Oh no, I've never gotten this before.
Yeah, and it was over.
Yeah.
I was really, I'm like, oh, this
bummer.
guy's gonna be great because like everything was kind of like wasn't so good, and then after that it was just like, oh boy.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. When the guy spotted me, Katrina, and he's like, and I saw him like, oh, this guy's gonna have a fucking field day in this.
that happened to me once with a Bo Burnham show at DePaul, bringing it back at DePaul, back when I was going to school. And he pulled me for one of his like stand-up bits and had me pick a card, and then he threw his whole deck of cards in my face and proceeded to yell, "Magic isn't real."
Did you punch him? Did you fight him afterwards?
And it was one of the most magical moments of my entire life.
Nice.
I still remember that, and I kept a card that I keep in my little memory box.
Have you guys ever
underneath
seen
my
the
pillow.
Blue Man Group?
No.
I don't, but I want to see
the
it.
Blue Man Group?
Yeah. So like we were Katrina wanted to see it, so we went there once to that, and this is like a quick little story. And
As opposed to
so like
the Yellow Men?
yeah, and so we were before stage like, do you want to be part of the show? And I'm like, no, I'm good. But because like, you're like the right size. I'm like, no, I think I'm good. I'm not. And like, what are you gonna do? Like, we can't tell you. I'm like, oh, no, I'll pass then. So then later in the show, I can see what this guy do. They had this guy dressed up in a suit. They throw paint on him and they slam him against the wall 4 times. I'm like, that's a good choice, not choosing that one.
Ooh, wow.
And you get to keep the painting that your body creates by slamming.
That would have been pretty
kinda
cool.
yeah.
That I totally would have done
But it's
it.
like a massive thing that you can't possibly carry out.
So they hope that you don't take it.
You're just like, yo, Dexy, just stick this on the roof. We'll grab it from both sides.
It was
yeah.
wired on this table, and it was like floor to ceiling probably.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am hot as can be right now. Like I am.
Yeah, well, you've had a beer.
High right
You've
now.
had a beer, a drink,
fireball.
and a fireball
Should we
shot.
try some Flaviar?
Yeah, we should probably get that. Chris McGraw should probably have a little bit of that.
No, I'm good. But
think
I'm
we-
good.
No. We gotta have a little bit of it.
No Flaviar?
No, come on.
we can
No.
have Flaviar. Somebody should clean out the glasses.
No,
Yes.
well,
Unless you want some wine in your.
There's I think there's shot glasses over there if you want to pour it in the shot glass.
go get some red cups, solo cups. When
No,
we come back.
there's also shot glasses right there we can do. Man.
Appreciate it, Chris. All right,
Thank you, Chris.
okay. Where did I want to go? This has been a hell of a podcast. I don't even know really to go here, but I wanted to. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
If
I
you got
was gonna
something,
say, yeah.
one thing I did want to talk about. I don't know if you guys seen the Kanye stuff, but that's out of this world.
I've been avoiding
Holy
Kanye.
shit. Dude, he was on
Alex Jones podcast.
And even Alex
Oh
Jones was
my
like,
God, yes.
he's like, you know,
when Alex Jones, you're a little out there, man. You know you're out there.
When Alex Jones tries to give you an out and you won't take it, they need. Like, this is what I'm saying with Kanye. Why do they not commit him at this point?
You can't voluntarily commit somebody.
No, I think
you can't involuntarily commit somebody.
When somebody's in a danger for.
But
He's got tons of
but he's
money.
not like
That's the only
I
reason.
mean, he's saying outlandish shit though. He's not physically dangerous.
Here's
to
the thing,
anybody.
though. He's not saying anything that a lot of other people aren't saying already.
You
know
don't
what
think
I
so?
mean?
Yeah?
Like people are getting in
but
trouble.
usually
for,
people are
people
white,
are getting people.
I don't know. Do you hear the
people
stuff
are
he was saying
getting-
about Hitler? I don't think anybody's like
people are getting-
jerking off Hitler like Kanye was.
People are talking against Kanye West as they rightfully
How do you know
should.
it's
And I will
Kanye? He had
look
the
you
mask on
into
his face.
I will look you. That is a thing too. I will look you in the camera. Kanye West has lost his mind. I don't care. Anyone can say what they want to say, but the fact that he's giving any sort of, I mean, like, dude, Nazis are the ultimate bad guy. Like you can't ever say Nazis did anything right. At some points, people tried to say their uniforms are cool, and even they got shit.
I saw a
It's
thing
like,
about-
No, you can't say anything good about Nazis. There's no way to say anything good about Nazis. They're the terrible.
That's
they're
what I'm
the
saying.
most
That
worst thing.
Kanye's
And he's
out of
like,
I
his
saw a
mind.
thing about Kanye, and I don't know
He
if this
just-
could
yeah,
very
he
well
just
be
lost it.
This is probably an S&P fact because I don't. But like they're saying that Kanye, like he's obviously bipolar, and like he goes off his meds because he feels like it stifles him creatively.
Yeah.
That's
Creatively.
creatively.
Thank you,
Yes, thank you, Joe. Words are hard sometimes,
Especially after that drink.
and I think
That drink might have been too much.
And I think that when he goes off it, like like anybody who goes off your medicines, you're out there.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we saw.
But the problem is that most people are out there don't have the kind of platform that he has.
That is the thing too, or the money or the power.
Yeah, they
or
don't
the
have any of that
influence.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be worth $1 billion, not anymore. So fuck
Yeah,
it.
Adidas cut that. What do we go?
All right,
Which
Joe,
one do you
what'd
want to
you-
go with, Chris?
Joe, what'd you want to go with, buddy? I'll take
I'm gonna do the
non-scotch.
Scotch.
Non-scotch over this way.
I'm gonna do the product of America.
Can you? Why don't you read them off?
I will.
Give a little
Give me a
bit.
second.
Chris
Do that.
have two.
Chris gets the scotch.
Mine just says 3 and 2.
That's scotch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they don't
okay.
have names on it. I'll give it to you in a second, Joe.
I'll take.
All right,
take
Joe,
one of
tell
the
me,
harder
what did you want to
ones.
bring up, buddy?
Oh, well, let's switch it up.
You don't want to go to Kanye?
No, I think after Kanye, my thing was like a hard left. So
Well, go ahead. What's the hard left here?
I got numero. When you guys are ready for me to talk.
You
let
want?
me know.
You want? Oh yeah, go ahead, Chris. Number 2, please.
Number 2.
okay. Yeah, perfect.
Don't worry, I'll zoom in on that, guys.
The number 2 is a rye whiskey. It's called Ron Cologne Salvadorino.
Salvador. No,
In 2018, two friends with more than 20 years of combined experience in the spirits industry
You got scotch. Okay.
traveled across the Americas, touching 16 countries in
finish
just
2
22
then.
days.
Don't be a pansy.
In the middle of that journey, something
Peter's trying to repeat
about
last
the
Saturday.
tiny Central American country of El Salvador stayed with them. The people, the local rums, the fine coffee plantations, the simple life and faith inspired them. They have created Ron Cologne's Salvadorial rums to bring that
Salvador.
inspiration to life.
What I hear
Why-
is
why
white
is it-
men.
I don't know
white
why
men
it's called
came
the rye
into El
whiskey when they say it's a
Salvador
rum.
and
I was
stole
gonna ask
their
you. You said
rum
rum a lot in there, and
and
they called
put
it
it
rye
into
whiskey
their
every time.
and put it into their whiskey and stole the idea.
This is gonna be I told myself today.
What's numero dos?
I said, Peter,
That was numero
don't get
dos.
drunk tonight.
No,
I
you
drink
know
the
what?
rum that's
You're
not
gonna
a
have the
rum. I'm
show.
drinking the bourbon that's not a
You're gonna
bourbon.
have the
No,
show.
rye
and that's
that's
gonna sober you
a
up.
rye that's
Which makes
I'm
I'm
me
not
sad.
gonna drink at all.
Which makes me sad because
No.
I'm gonna.
But there's
I wanna-
nothing. Okay, all right. This is how you know you're an alcoholic.
I have
number
not
one.
partied
There's
hard in like 4 weeks.
there's
I really
nothing
need
better.
to.
There's nothing better than to get drunk, sober up, and get drunk again.
The comedian last night, he started off his
Let's
face.
do it because mine is sorry, Pat. Go ahead.
The comedian last night was saying that he walked up with a drink in his hand. He's like, yeah, I quit drinking just last night. I'm back on it, guys.
One day sober. Hey, no, but I feel like since the wedding, I've been able to drink and consistently drink, but I haven't been able to just get
Let
on
it-
the
let it rip.
get on the
You
dance
haven't gone.
floor.
You haven't gone off the rails.
Get on the dance floor with my boys
That's so
and really
stupid.
have a time.
Last week was so dumb,
Guys.
I'm directing the band like an idiot. I'm waving around like a. It was so dumb. It was fun. Let me tell you what, boys.
You're
it was
the
fun.
marching band leader,
Yes.
and I'm the dude.
You're blowing the
20 feet.
trumpet.
There's a good 20 feet, and then a 20 feet behind me, just to make a show.
Yeah.
Let the people know you should be pumped up and ready to go.
Got to bump you up, Pat.
Peter's Brian
Don't
shots
you
for the band and
know-
everything.
I did. I was gonna give them 20, and then they ended on whatever that song.
Yeah, Freebird, yeah.
Freebird. I was like, nope, you're not getting this $20.
Well, that's because I think someone paid him $20 to play Freebird.
Yeah.
good, they got
well,
$20
I would have
then.
paid them
Where
$20
was it?
not to
Oh,
play.
this was that. Oh,
Bump
yeah.
City. Hey, Chris.
Number 3
That's like Tim
Yes.
McGraw in the
is
concert. Real
Chapter
downer.
7 Prolonged Batch Number 2 Blended Malt Scotch Whiskey. The premise of Chapter 7 whiskey is simple. Each cask of whiskey is unique. The wood age, temperature, its location, the rick house, everything tells its own story. Large Scotch producers marry casks in large vats before bottling so
Producers.
that the master blender can try to make them all taste the same. The folks at Chapter 7 whiskey think that's a shame.
I feel like that was a nice way of saying we have a bunch of casks from all over the place. We can't get these all the same. So each one is unique.
Yeah, baby.
Not a single one is made the
I'm not gonna
same
lie. I
way.
smelled this, and I'm ready to tell myself.
Yours is
you
yours is
have
a
number
trick
2.
because I
Yeah.
think yours is a trick because I read the thing and it says rum and it listed as a
Also,
rye.
why do we have to have 2 full? This is a drink. Like I could sip this all night. Oh, fast face, fast face.
Let me see what you got. Pat poured the. Whoa, my God! You both did too, right?
No, yeah. Oh, I know you
Drink
did.
some, though.
Good God, the level the level of disparity, you would think
I
Pat
just
was a
drank some.
pauper.
I just drank some.
Oh, is that the reason why yours is nearly just there and poor Peter's all the way up here?
For the record, Peter poured his own. I didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Well, you poured the shots, and then you
I poured some of mine, and I gave some
You
to
know
Peter.
what? Let's not complain about it. Enjoy it. Hey, cheers. Thank you, Chris, for getting Flaviar
Hey.
the advent calendar again.
Absolutely.
I still got 4 of these upstairs of my own.
I still have
Jackpot.
6 of
Bring 'em
I
out.
still have like 10 from the
it.
first year and 10 from last year. So
Hey, Chris, hit me a little music here, buddy. I want to hear more of that beautifuln's that's coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, last week,
baby.
our boy Joseph was 1 point away from a 3-week Pick'em's champion. Our boy Chris over there barely squeaked by with a 1. Again, a 1, Chris? It's okay.
I got the 6. I got an interception in garbage time to seal that victory for me.
You know what, though? I got up. I was hungover as all could be. 10 a.m. I did my boy Pat Lynch a favor, I thought, until points came out. FanDuel was so bad last week. I didn't even post it. I was so disappointed in myself.
You can't let Peter bring down the team.
No, you can't. No, I screwed us up on that one. But get that vibe going here, Chris. Give me some wins. I need some money, baby. I need some money. I gotta get my fans some money over here.
I feel like
Hit me with some titties.
I feel like I got some winners this week.
Let's go, Chris.
The first one is Denver games are 10-1 to the under, the best under percentage in the league. 7 straight Denver games have gone under.
No, you're good, Chris. Keep going, baby.
Number 2,
Wait. Denver on the under?
can you take Denver on the under? Joe wants to turn down? All right.
Just a hair. There we go. Perfect.
Number 2, Jacksonville has failed to cover its past 7 games as a favorite, including 0-3 against the spread this season and 0-6 against the spread since 2020. They are a 1-point favorite against the Detroit Lions on the road.
And you got them winning. You got in our pick'ems. You got Detroit.
I have Detroit winning, don't I?
Yeah, you got them big too.
I have Jacksonville winning, but they're also at my number 2.
Oh, Joe Cornelius to give you a little sneak of that hot streak he's been on.
Yeah.
Both 4 and 7.
All right, Chris, keep going, baby.
And
so
number
Jacksonville
3.
will lose.
Jacksonville not yet to lose, pretty much. And then the last one is unders are 12-0-1 the past 13 times. New York has been a home underdog.
Oh, over?
You're taking the under
Oh, I'm sorry.
in the New York
Yeah.
Giants game because they are a home underdog.
Thank you, Chris. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make some money tomorrow? My boy over here has got you with the Denver under, the Jacksonville Jaguars to lose, and take the under with the Giants. And I'm loving this one. I'm going to take 2 unders on Sunday. Chris, give me a little bit more. I want to hear my boy, Lack of the Century. I want to hear Chris McGraw, the legend over here. He would be in Vegas right now, would have made $100,000 if he was in the survival pool right now.
I'd be fucking killing it. This is a joke.
Chris, start me off with another survival win, please, buddy.
So I'm looking at this. I can't pick the Buccaneers because I already done that.
Yep.
I can't pick the Chargers or the Raiders
Because you done that.
because I've done that. I can't pick the Rams because I already done that. I can't
Ooh.
pick the Packers because I already done
Don't
that.
pick the Rams. Pick the Seattle Seahawks. That's who I have winning.
I'm going to go with how about them Cowboys
Uh-oh.
over the Indianapolis Colts. For the love of God, get me out of this survivor pool.
Should just pick the Bears. You'd be out in no time.
No. Justin Fields is playing. I'd be screwed. Justin Fields would run rocks up.
I have the Cowboys at my top pick for the
There we go.
So do we, buddy. All right, Joseph. Chris,
Alrighty.
can I get?
The Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
Sweet Seattle.
Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen.
The Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks over.
Joe Canelli going to be the 12th man on Sunday.
Ooh, baby. Who are they
Los
playing?
Angeles Rams.
Oh.
LA Rams.
Sans Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Stafford's not playing. Cup's not playing. I like it, Joe. I like it. So that means it's not going to
Ballsy.
win. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your NFL segment of the week. Chris, what time are we at, buddy?
6:11.
I'm sorry.
53 minutes. Almost
Perfect.
54.
That's what I like to hear. We got Pat over here doing his little FanDuel stuff. Appreciate that. This is a hell of a podcast, boys.
Listen, parts are moving 100 miles an hour here. You don't even know what's going on behind the scenes, man.
We're just killing it, baby.
Just going.
This is a fun one. And this is what I miss when Joe's not here. It gets wild. We got drinks. We got shots. We got silliness. The greatness. You know what I'm saying? The greatness. Joe's coming out. I'm gonna go
Peacock's
sit.
It's gonna fly.
I'm gonna go sit for 2 hours and recuperate and get ready for a Joe Keneally type of night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we understand. We understand.
Don't tease me with a good time.
Oh God! Ha. What did you guys think? What did you think of the Scotch, Chris?
I liked it. You know, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a Scotch guy, so
The whiskey's not that bad, Pat. What did you think?
It's okay. I wouldn't buy a bottle of this, but
Does
No.
anybody have any left of theirs? I didn't think to save any bit of mine. I
Feel
would
free,
love to
Joseph.
try.
Please. There. Oh, I did look up something I thought was kind of cool when I was. And the New York Post posted the states, every state's favorite holiday kind of treat. What do you think Illinois is? We'll start. Wait.
for
We'll start with
Christmas?
Chris. Yes, please. For Christmas. I'm sorry. Holiday treat for Christmas. Candy, whatever. You know what is Illinois' favorite kind of treat?
Christmas holidays?
Yeah. So the holiday
Okay.
treat, like. You know how like there are certain things like candy canes, like
like
Reese's trees.
Just out of curiosity, if I said cookies, do I have to be specific with
Yes.
cookies? Okay, that's what I figured.
So, Chris, can you please give me a... Unless somebody else has one ready, because Chris... this seems like-
Pass.
Pat.
wait, with gingerbread cookies?
Okay. Joseph?
Illinois holiday.
What's their go-to? Like, what are they
The
mostly
number
consuming?
one in I feel like if you pick out Chicago, you pick out a majority of the state. So
Definitely. That's every politics.
what does Chicago like in terms of treats? It's got to be candy canes. No. What are those fucking dumb birds? Is that Easter? All right, I say candy canes.
What?
Joe's talking about Easter Bunny
Okay,
marshmallows.
I'm going to go with something that's just a stupid guess. Eggnog.
Okay. And Patrick?
Patrick
I
said
said
gingerbread
gingerbread
cookies.
cookies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. You all are wrong. It is called the peppermint bark. White chocolate peppermint bark is Illinois' favorite.
I don't
Never
even know
would have
what that
guessed
is. I don't
it.
even know
You
what that is.
fucking hipsters.
I enjoy a peppermint bark, by the way. Thank
What
you very
is
much.
that?
Never heard
So,
of it.
White chocolate. So it's white chocolate on the bottom, little dark chocolate on top, sprinkled with the candy canes on top. It's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, that's not really my thing.
No.
I feel like
Not
that's
your
something
thing?
I feel like that's something you buy in a bag, a clear plastic clear
Yeah,
plastic
at the
bag.
Kindle Mart.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, and
yes,
you just
yeah,
scoop
yeah,
it into
yeah.
a bag. It's not something you're buying at a store. It's definitely a novelty item, very specifically for the holidays.
How excited are Chris and Pat for Bert Kreischer right now? Have you guys seen any of his recent stuff at all?
No.
Watch
I
any
don't
of
watch
his
the
podcasts?
podcast,
Okay.
so it's all fresh to me, so I'm
Yeah.
excited.
That's a
I am
good
a
way
little
to go.
nervous. I am definitely. If it's anything like Tom Segura,
I'm hoping that it's there's Coors Light there. I can go for
Oh.
one Coors Light.
yeah, just one.
Yeah, just one.
guys
I don't
have-
need like
have-
more than one.
I'll give you guys a couple bucks. Have a third one on me. Have a second one on me.
What are you doing after this, Joe? What are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna meet up with you guys hopefully. And
I
do
know
some
you're gonna meet
stuff.
up with us, but what are you gonna
He's
do? You're
taking
gonna
this
go take a
bottle of
nap?
wine
Or
for
you
him
gonna-
and his wife.
Joe,
Oh
Joe,
no!
just get on the
Sarah's
Ticketmaster.
gone. I'm just gonna have some beers.
Just get
I
on
have a
Ticketmaster, Joe,
whole
and get-
slew of mixed beers in my fridge.
Joe, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
If
about
they
to
charge
step
us
into the
$2,
danger zone of beers.
Pat sent us something about a $2 facility fee. If they charge us $2 to walk in, just meet us in Rosemont because we're gonna skip over the
Listen,
$2.
you give me the word, I'll be out there.
Oh, baby.
You give me the word.
Don't
Okay.
threaten us with a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hell of a podcast. We're gonna end this beautiful thing on what we always do, little feel good stories, and I'm gonna give you a couple, Chris, and you tell me what you like the most. Okay?
Got it.
A fruit so sweet yet grown indoors. Will the Japanese cultivar become this Tesla of strawberries?
Pass.
Pass. Okay, we're not gonna even get. I'm not even gonna open it. Why would I even try to open that, Chris?
I don't know. It sounded like garbage.
Childhood best friends who lost touch, reunited 60 years later in your senior home.
Like it.
Like it? Okay. I'm going to give you one more. No, I'm going to give you two more. To cut neighbors' fuel costs, Baker Ed revived tradition of a village oven baking pies for free.
That's kind of cool, but
Eh?
I mean, that's kind of the whole story right there.
Yeah.
Other
yeah.
than you getting to hear the people enjoy it, that's basically it.
Okay, and the last one here, guys. This Greek island replaced its landfill with a recycling plant. Now they reduce waste by 85%. Boom.
the same thing as the other one, but
Can I-
that is actually kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Right, go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna throw in the the baby that was stolen as a child who was reunited with their parents.
After like 50 years or something? Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
No way, yeah?
Yeah, pretty crazy, yeah.
Hold on, we got a
I didn't
story
hear that.
for you.
Feel free.
So, woman and husband are doing their thing. They hire a babysitter to take care of their child.
No dice.
That babysitter then takes the baby somewhere else, kind of like a party or I don't. They're unclear about that part, but it's like somewhere with other people away from the home, which you shouldn't have done. At said party or event, baby gets stolen
That's insane.
and not seen for 50 years.
Ouch.
That babysitter gonna be like, what are the odds of this shit?
Exactly. Now, one person goes on to like 23andMe, Ancestry.com,
nice.
one of those genetic tests,
Definitely.
does it. Well, I got someone who says they're like related to me in a way that they shouldn't be. This is weird. Another sibling does it. I think 3 siblings on one side of the family do it. All of a sudden, they're like, okay, this isn't a hoax. There's this person who says they're a sibling who shouldn't be a sibling because we all know each other.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Gotta be this person who disappeared 50 years ago. Find the lady, talk to her, get reunited. She's now redoing her wedding so that she can be given away by her biological father.
How old is this
Wow.
person, Joe? Sorry.
She's probably like 60s.
Yeah.
60s.
You know what's crazy? Her parents are still alive.
Yeah, that
Because
that
this
was
was
the crazy
50.
part, yeah.
And you know what? I swear to God, it's like it looks like it. They must have been 18 or 19
wonder if
when
the
they
people-
had this
I wonder if
kid.
people-
They're
Yeah,
so young looking.
But yeah, like I didn't get like all that from the article. All I got was like they talked about the portion where like the mom and dad were still alive. And I'm like,
Do you
wow,
do you
that's
know
crazy.
do you know if the
Yeah.
people that adopted them, like if that was like
No,
what
they
are
didn't
here's the
adopt
thing.
them.
She was never adopted.
Yeah.
She was
was
raised
kidnapped,
as a
pretty much,
stolen
yeah.
baby.
Oh, so like these people, like sometimes what happens, like people
they go to
back
jail?
in the day,
Do we
back
know?
in the day, people would steal babies and then they would put them through an adoption
yeah,
thing
yeah.
and
Yeah.
sell.
Money.
They would
Yeah.
sell people to adoption places, and that's what happened.
That is
so
not
it's the
the
people who
case.
got it.
Yeah, this isn't the case on that.
Very-
very
actually kidnapped her the whole
very
time.
rough
Gotcha.
grow up, left home at 15,
Gotcha,
lived on her
okay.
own since then.
Gotcha,
Now
okay.
happily married, has her own kids. Good life.
Wow.
But now she gets reunited with her
Gotcha,
parents.
just
That's
They're
awesome.
introduced
That
to
is
siblings.
the
That is
honestly
a quintessential feel good story. right there.
that's probably the best end of a feel good story pod like for this podcast I've ever heard. And I'm not going to ruin it with anything. Thank you, Joseph. Chris, get me out of here, baby.
Yeah, click the little subscribe button,
Yes, yes.
ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Follow
us a-
Peter.
yes,
Follow
do-
Peter on the Instagrams and the Twitter. And
No,
the,
it's not Peter. Dude, do us a favor.
Yeah, that's
Follow
all
this
Peter. Follow him on the
Saturday Night
Instagrams.
Pregame Podcast on
Find Peter McGraw. Find the second Peter McGraw on Facebook. He's not. It's a Saturday Night Pregame Podcast. It's not Peter.
It's Podcast SMP on Twitter and Instagram. Please like and subscribe. Throw a comment in there. We've had some random
comment.
person throwing some comments just to like, which helps, and we love it. Pat Lynch, where are you going, buddy?
Pat
We're not
Lynch is done.
He's like,
done.
I hate you guys.
I'm playing the music. We're out of here. Bye.